Two people start learning English on the same day. Same level, same textbook, same amount of time available. 6 months later, one of them is having real conversations, watching English films without subtitles, writing emails with confidence. The other one is exactly where they started. Same mistakes, same fears, same feeling of being stuck. What is the difference between them? Not talent, not intelligence, not money. One word: consistency. Today, we unlock that word. We break it open, and we give you the exact secret that separates the people who improve from the people who never do. Let's go.
Welcome to Learn How to Learn English. I am Emma.
And I am Alex. And today's episode is one that I genuinely believe could change how you approach not just English, but every goal in your life.
Before we dive in, hit like, hit subscribe, and share this with someone who needs this message today. Done? Perfect. Let's talk about consistency. Alex, let's start with the word itself, because consistency is one of those words people hear all the time, but rarely stop to really understand.
So, consistency. Simple definition. Consistency means doing something regularly, over and over. Not perfectly, not brilliantly, not when you feel inspired. Regularly.
And here's the mistake that most people make about consistency. They think it means doing something perfectly, every time, never missing, never failing.
But that is not consistency. That is perfectionism. And perfectionism is actually the enemy of consistency. Think about it, Emma. If you believe consistency means perfection, then the moment you miss one day, you feel like the whole thing is broken. And you stop because you think, I already failed. What is the point?
The all or nothing trap.
Exactly. It catches so many people. They start with huge energy, study for 3 hours on day one, feel brilliant about themselves, and then life happens. One missed session, and the whole thing collapses.
But real consistency, the kind that actually produces results, does not look like that at all.
Real consistency looks boring. Genuinely boring. 20 minutes every day, whether you feel like it or not. Choosing the small, steady, quiet thing over and over for months and sometimes years. This brings us to the most important distinction in today's whole episode: the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is the feeling, the excitement, the I want to do this right now. Discipline is the decision, the quiet, unglamorous decision to show up anyway, even when that feeling is completely gone. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. And consistency is built almost entirely out of discipline, not motivation.
Alex, I want to share an image, a simple picture that explains consistency better than any definition.
I love a good image. Go ahead.
Imagine a large rock, heavy, solid, immovable. And imagine a tiny stream of water, thin, gentle, almost quiet, flowing over that rock, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. What happens to the rock?
The water carves a groove into the stone.
Not with force, not with power, not with any single dramatic moment, just with time and repetition and showing up every single day.
Your English practice right now might feel exactly like that. You speak a sentence. The stone does not move. You practice for a week. The stone does not move. You feel like nothing is happening, like your effort is disappearing without a trace.
But it is not disappearing. Every sentence you practice, every new word you learn, every conversation you push through, even when it feels awkward, is carving, slowly and quietly, into the surface of that stone. And one day, sometimes suddenly, sometimes gradually, you will realize the groove is deep, that the English you worked for is no longer new territory. It is simply yours.
I want to make this very specific because I have seen real life with real students. I have had students come to me completely scared to say a single sentence out loud, who practiced for months and told me, "Alex, I am not improving. I don't think I can do this." And I told them every time, keep going. The groove is forming. You cannot see it yet, but it is there.
And then, around month 4, sometimes month 5, something shifts. Sentences that used to require labored, careful effort start flowing. Words that used to hide at the back of the mind start arriving on time. Conversations that felt like climbing a steep hill start feeling like flat ground.
Not because something magical happened on that particular day, because the accumulation, the invisible, patient accumulation of all those practiced sentences finally reached a tipping point. Emma, let's address the real reason people struggle with consistency, because this episode would be incomplete without this conversation.
Please, directly.
When someone fails to be consistent, people around them say, they are just lazy. But that is almost never the truth.
What is the real reason?
Delayed results.
Our brains are not naturally wired for delayed results. We are wired for immediate feedback. Do something, feel something, right now. Which is why consistency feels so hard in the early stages of anything. You practice English for 2 weeks and you don't feel noticeably more fluent. And the brain sends a very clear message. This is not working. Stop wasting your time.
And most people listen to that message. They stop. Not because they were lazy, but because the feedback their effort was trying to produce had not arrived yet.
And this exact moment, the moment just before the results appear, is the moment that separates people who transform from people who stay stuck. The people who push through that silent, empty, results-free period, they are the ones who eventually carve the groove.
So the next time you feel like nothing is improving, please remember, you are probably closer to your tipping point than you think. The stone is being carved. You simply cannot see it yet.
Now, let's talk about the most exciting idea in today's episode. The reason why small, consistent effort produces results that look almost impossible to explain. The compound effect.
The compound effect. Tell us, Emma.
Imagine you learn just 5 new English words today. 5 words, very small, almost nothing. But you do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. 5 words every day for 30 days. 150 new words. For 1 year, 1,825 new words.
And researchers who study language learning tell us consistently, around 2,000 words is enough to handle around 90% of everyday English conversations.
Which means 5 words a day for just over a year. And you have the vocabulary to handle nearly any everyday English situation you will ever face. From 5 words, every single day.
This is the magic of consistency. Small efforts, consistently applied, do not just add up in a straight line. They compound, they multiply, they grow on each other, the same way money grows when you leave it in savings. Each day's work builds on the day before it, and the result, over months and years, looks almost miraculous from the outside.
But it is not miraculous. It is entirely predictable, the result of doing small things consistently for a long time.
Which changes everything about how you should think about today's 5 minutes, today's one short conversation, today's 5 new words. It does not matter in isolation, but as part of a long, unbroken daily chain, it is everything. It is the water, and it will carve the stone.
Alex, I want to go one level deeper because I believe the real secret of consistency is not just about what you do. It is about who you become or who you decide you are.
Say more.
Think about the difference between these two sentences. Sentence 1. I am trying to practice English. Sentence 2. I am an English learner. This is what I do every day.
The first one is a task. The second one is an identity.
Exactly. When practice is just a task on your to-do list, it is easy to skip, to push to tomorrow. But when practice becomes part of your identity, when you think of yourself as someone who practices every day, skipping stops feeling like relief. It starts feeling wrong, like something important is missing.
So right now, we want you to say something out loud. Say, I am an English learner. I practice every day. This is who I am.
Say it. Mean it. Even if it does not feel completely true yet, say it anyway. Identity is often declared before it is fully felt, and the consistent actions that follow, they are what make it real.
And this is a choice you can make right now, today, not after 30 days, not after you have proven yourself. Right now. You are an English learner. English learners practice. So, you practice.
Okay, let's make this real, concrete, usable. Because identity is powerful, but we also need a system. A system that makes your daily practice almost automatic.
The most powerful way to build consistency is to attach your practice to something you already do every day. This is called habit stacking. You attach the new habit to an existing one.
After I brush my teeth in the morning, I open ChatGPT and have a 5-minute English conversation. Or, after I eat lunch, I listen to one English podcast. Or, before I go to sleep, I write 3 sentences in English about my day. The existing habit becomes the trigger.
And triggers are powerful because they remove the energy cost of starting. The hardest part of any practice is not the practice itself. It is the starting, the moment of deciding to begin. A trigger eliminates that moment. The trigger fires. You practice. No negotiation. No, maybe later. It just happens.
So right now, think of one thing you do every single day without fail. Something automatic, routine. Making chai, sitting at your desk, eating breakfast. That thing, that reliable daily thing, is your trigger. Attach your English practice to it, and consistency will begin to feel almost effortless. Alex, before we give the final plan, I want to ask you something personal. Not a famous story, not a celebrity, you. A real story about consistency from your own life.
Okay, yes, I have one. And I have not shared it before. But today feels like the right episode.
Take your time.
When I decided I wanted to become an English teacher, a real one, professional, I was working a completely different job. Long hours, exhausting days, very little time for anything extra.
What did you do?
I woke up 45 minutes earlier than I needed to, every single morning. And I used those 45 minutes to study, to prepare, to practice. Some mornings it was cold. Some mornings I fell asleep sitting at my desk for the first few minutes. Some mornings I genuinely questioned, why am I giving up sleep for something with no guarantee?
How long did you do this?
Every morning, for almost a year, around 300 mornings, of 45 quiet, early minutes. Before anyone in my house was awake, before the city was loud. Just me and the study material and the quiet decision every morning to show up one more time.
Alex, I did not know that. That is extraordinary.
Most people don't know. Because the consistent work, the real work behind any achievement, it is almost never visible. What people see is the result, the teaching career, the confidence, the knowledge. They do not see the 300 mornings, the cold desk, the sleepy eyes, the quiet, private, unwitnessed decision to continue.
And that is one of the most important truths about consistency we can share today. The work is invisible. The results eventually become visible. But the real work happens in private, in quiet, in the ordinary, unremarkable mornings that nobody sees or praises. Just you and your decision.
And I want to say directly to everyone listening who is doing that right now, who is waking up early, staying up late, practicing in small pockets of time that nobody sees or celebrates. We see you. What you are doing matters. The stone is being carved, even when you cannot see it yet.
Okay, let's make it concrete. Your real, practical, life-proof 30-day consistency plan.
Simple, doable, 5 steps.
Step 1. Choose your minimum. The smallest possible daily English action you can commit to, without exception. Not the ideal amount, the minimum. 5 minutes of ChatGPT conversation. 5 new vocabulary words. 1 short podcast episode. Small enough that even your busiest, most exhausted day cannot take it from you.
Step 2. Attach it to a trigger. Something you already do every day. After chai, after lunch, before bed. The trigger fires, you practice. No decision needed, it just happens.
Step 3. Track it visibly. A calendar, a notebook, an app. Every day you practice, mark it. A tick, a star, a cross. Make the chain of consistency visible. Because seeing 15 ticks in a row creates a powerful reason not to break it. This is called the don't break the chain method. And it works because human beings genuinely struggle to deliberately break a visible streak.
Step 4. Plan for the hard days. Right now, before they arrive, decide what your absolute minimum looks like on your worst day. 2 minutes? 1 sentence? 1 word out loud. Decide in advance. So when the hard day comes, and it will come, you do not need to decide. You just show up.
Finishing the plan. Step 5. Forgive and continue. If you miss a day, and you probably will because you are human, forgive yourself immediately. 1 missed day does not break 30 days of consistency. But 1 missed day followed by another, that is where the chain breaks. So the rule is simple. Never miss twice in a row. 1 miss is an accident. 2 misses is the beginning of a new pattern. Forgive the first. Show up for the second.
5 steps. Minimum. Trigger. Track. Plan. Forgive. That is your system. A system that does not require perfect motivation. A system that does not require you to feel ready. A system built for real life, with real tiredness and real busy days, and it still works. because it only asks for one small thing every day, without exception.
Alex, in one sentence, what is the secret of consistency?
The secret of consistency is that there is no secret. There is only the decision, made quietly, privately, unglamorously, to show up one more time, again and again and again, until the stone is carved, until the language is yours.
No secret, just showing up.
That is it. Everything else, the methods, the plans, the vocabulary, the tools, they all exist to support that one simple, powerful decision. Show up. One more time.
And to the person listening right now who has tried before, who has started and not finished, who carries the quiet weight of, I always begin but never continue. That is not your identity. That is your history. And history is not destiny. You can write a different chapter starting today, not by being a different kind of person, just by making a different decision. One more time.
The stone is waiting, and you, right now, are the water.
Okay, that needs a moment.
Let it breathe.
Question of the day. Go to the comments and tell us, what is your minimum daily English action starting today? Write it in English, any sentence. My minimum is 5 words a day. My minimum is 1 conversation with ChatGPT. Whatever it is, write it down. Making it public makes it real, and we read every single comment.
Please subscribe to Mr. Azan English School. Like this video if it moved you, and share it with one person who needs to hear today that consistency, not talent, is the real secret.
We will be back very soon with another lesson made just for you. Until then, find your trigger, set your minimum, start your chain, and never forget, you are the water. The stone does not stand a chance. Keep going.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Emma. Keep showing up every single day. The version of you at the end of 30 days is worth every quiet, unglamorous morning between now and then.
Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, beautiful people. One more time. Always one more time. You are consistent. This is who you are. Bye.
Please like the video and subscribe for more videos.